Hey guys, happy Friday and welcome. You made it to the end of the week, right? A crazy, crazy week in many aspects. And welcome to a Friday night chat. We know we have some of the usual characters here, as always. We got Joe at what you would see. I always stumble on that. Joe, how
Joe
are
does
you,
that.
my friend, in this
Good.
chilly, chilly night? We're
It's
feeling it.
cold.
Yeah, we're feeling it from where Colin is in Canada all the way to the East Coast, Northeast New Jersey. 20 degrees here. I just looked at the thermometer. Joe, how are you today, and what do you have on rest?
Good. TGIF, everyone. Just warming myself with a little drink in your pleasant company, and I got this vintage thing on today. Sorry, not well focused. Yeah, this
Got it on a mesh now.
Yeah, had it lying around, so popped it on the mesh and trying it out
Nice.
there. So
Looks good.
Awesome. Yeah, it looks good, man. I really would love to get a vintage watch. I really would like a vintage, not a modern vintage like the Black Bay 58 I have, but like a vintage watch. There's so much out there, and it's kind of scary, right? Especially if you don't put in the homework. I know you guys have suggested a couple of people, and that one, the OmegaEnthusiast.com. I think that's his site. Is that? Yeah, and he has great watches, and I'm there periodically. But I don't know. I don't know if it's because I want a vintage watch because I want a vintage watch, or is it because I just want to have it in the collection? So I want to make sure that what I pick stays. You know what I mean? So it's just another rabbit hole to go down to.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and sorry, I forgot. I mumbled through it. Some like Daniel and Joseph were asking. That's in a Eterna Super Kontiki. Made somewhere between 67 and 70.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
very nice. Colin, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you? I'm trying to clean my watch before I show it here. Yeah. I got the Bling Master today.
Oh,
very nice.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, I throw it on every so often.
Nice.
Yeah, that's one of those G-Shocks where I go back and forth with a whole lot, probably more than any.
Look at that thing.
I know. It's awesome. I got the Lenten, the Archimedes. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. It's a German watch, made in Germany. Outdoor 41, super interesting. I'm still don't know how I feel about the dial, the aesthetic, but man, it's so comfortable on wrist. So in that aspect, I'm really, really digging it. I still don't know about the dial though. I still got to figure out that configuration and see if that's something that would be for me or not for me, right? So let's go through the chat. Hey guys, please chime in. Let us know what you're wearing. Daniel first. He's straight out of the gates, man. And then, Wolfgang is like, Daniel again. Joseph, third. Okay. Yeah, sure, man. Tom Austin, game night. Absolutely. We're going to bring the heat tonight. Joe promised before we started that he was going to get a triple double. Hey, Blue Shirt. What's up, man? How you doing? Roar of the Tiger. What's up, man? I love that one. Clive, brand ambassador for Bulova. Well, we got a game coming a little bit later, and I'll get into the details of that a little bit soon. Thomas, thank you, sir, for joining. Chaz from the Berg, yes. 6Killer2121. Hey, another live stream. Sweet. Yeah, there's a
I really want to know what Berg it is. Chaz from the Berg. There's so many different Bergs.
There is a lot of Bergs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Chaz, if you want to, let us know, that'd be great.
What Berg? Yeah.
What Berg? Happy Friday, yeah, Joseph. What's up, man? Riss Royce, awesome. Thank you for coming on the show. Ep, what's up, man? How are you? I saw a good one here. Where is Slicey? Vostok Scuba Dude today. Very nice. Joseph's got his Explorer 2. Excellent. Kevin is wearing his IWC Spitfire UTC, not the bronze one, the one dated back from the 2000s. Okay, like to see. Maybe I have to pull up a picture of that in a little bit. David's getting his Planet Ocean 2500. A lot of people in the chat here out of the gates today. Awesome. 44 of you guys so far. That's awesome. Thank you guys for coming along. 0017 Bulldog, Tissot Explorer homage. Are we guessing Hamburg? Are we guessing iceberg?
Hamburg, iceberg.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Joburg?
He's not telling. He's a man of mystery.
Berg means mountain in German, by the way. Well, Wolfgang, thank you so much for I grew up in a town called North Bergen. So maybe I don't know if it's Bergen is German or Scandinavian. But Wolfgang, let us know. Let us know what you think about.
Wolfgang, congrats on the new watch.
Oh yeah, yeah,
beautiful.
He's had a quite little run, right?
Yeah, super nice.
Wolfgang's on fire.
Yeah.
Johannesburg?
Can't get a Rolex, but
yeah, can't get a Rolex. Pitts.
That's all right.
All right, Kevin's also from Pittsburgh, I believe, right? And Rashawn Godberg. Oh, we got this is quite a game itself here. Okay, what else? Clyde's got a Hamilton Chronomatic countdown. So just to get into a little bit, we were starting a discussion before the stream about what we're going to talk about tonight. Now I have this game planned out, and we'll get into that very, very soon. But we were talking about our continuous watch searching for watches, looking up watches, being consumed by it, and wanted to know, from the guys here on the stream and on the chat. We've been under lockdown or quarantine for almost a year now, right? Mm-hmm. And so like I feel like I've gone through a lot of phases in searching. And I feel like, especially some of the guys that I know, and me a little bit, it's ramped up a little bit. And Colin, you were explaining that you feel like you've been ramping it up, that you went through a lull, right?
Yeah, I went through a lull for a while, but just like the past week, I feel like I've just been like feverishly looking at watches for sale and kind of strategizing what I could do. Yeah, it's been kind of silly, honestly.
Is it boredom? Is it?
Oh no, I'm like swamped at work. Like I'm not bored.
Right.
Maybe it's a release from all the stress at work. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. But no, just getting the itch, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. How about you, Joe? What say you? How you been?
Oh yeah, I think this thing scratched the itch recently, and it's actually your fault, or I should say credit to you, because you're working on the U50 right now. Yeah, and I love that thing. In fact, I love a lot of your watches, including the BB58, and my head's been spinning because we talk about these things all the time. Doxa, U50, BB50, all these divers in this class, in this price range, and it got me thinking for a long time. It'd be really hard to just find one and kind of stick to it. And in the back of my mind, I'd seen this one for sale for a while now, so I kind of I'd known it was out there, and I knew the seller, pretty good guy. So at the end of the day, I was like, well, instead of like trying to instead of gnashing my teeth and trying to find the perfect modern one, maybe I'll just jump into a vintage one and play with that for a little while. So that's what I ended up doing. But yeah, the itch really started getting irritating when you were talking about getting that U50 and pulling the trigger on it. I was like, oh, maybe I should do something too.
Well, it is contagious, right? Especially, if I don't know if you guys in the chat like have some people that you converse with almost on a daily basis, whether it be via text or whatnot. When you guys all you do is talk about watches, you kind of almost get into that group think. And when somebody gets a watch or thinking about getting a watch, man, it's very contagious, right? I just wanted to check if this is the IWC that Kelvin, I think, was talking about. I just typed in IWC Spitfire UTC.
That looks older. There,
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see if I can find what it looks like.
That's what he has.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, no. And Kevin says no. All right. Well, I'll keep searching while we chat, and then you let me know. But yeah, I mean, I think for me, and it's not that it's like that it's boredom per se, but it is. It's just like, I have this channel, right? And I'm constantly thinking about what to do and then what to and what kind of content to provide. So that plays a lot of it. So I feel like I'm always constantly looking. I just noticed that there's just been a surge lately, and I is just trying to figure that out why. And if you guys in the chat have any thoughts on it, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, I think there's something to that. Now, Colin, you've been looking at a couple, right?
I'm all over the place. So I was like this close to pulling the trigger on an Endurance Pro.
Yeah,
like really close. Like I had it made up in my mind last night that I was going today to get it, and I woke up this morning and I was like, yeah, like spending $3,000 on a quartz watch. I know people are okay with quartz. I have trouble with quartz for some reason, even though I think that's a cool watch. But then I'm like, I started thinking about all the other mechanical watches I could get, like cool ones I could get, like, like a Doxa. I could get a Doxa for less money than the Endurance Pro, which is a watch I really like. Like there's a Zin 103 I just saw for sale for like a really good price, like $1,500 basically. So I was like, oh, maybe I should just scoop that up, but it's really similar to my 104 with the Arabic numbers. So kind of like, well, I'd just be buying it because it's a good deal. And then I'm like, you know what? I just saw like a Panerai Carbotech, PAM 616, which is like a crazy expensive watch. But, I'm like, well, maybe I could trade this for it plus cash and get that. And I'm just everywhere. I'm all over the place. And I don't know what to do. I'm just a mess.
Did you mention what color on that Breitling? I think Daniel wants to know what color you're entertaining.
Probably white.
White.
Yeah.
So just got a theory, Zenith reinvigorated everyone. I mean,
maybe.
Yeah, that's quite
possible.
You
know what? It really did get the watch community a buzz.
Yeah.
It really did. That's the most like rambunctious I've seen the community in a long time.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And for a long time, meaning like last time was probably that Rolex release of their
right.
Probably. Calvin, yeah, good to see. Yeah, the Christmas tree sort of gone. The ornaments are down, and I just got to pull it out and throw it out in the back at some point this weekend when I get a chance. Chris, he's saying Duocon. Chris got one in for review. He did a review on one.
I watched his video today, actually.
Yeah.
I watched it this morning, and then right afterwards, I decided not to buy it. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I did watch his video this morning. It was really good. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. So Wolfgang was like, let's. I guess that's Wolfgang's push for the group watch.
Yeah.
Kevin almost bought a 9F quartz today at a Grand Seiko boutique in New York City. I wonder how those boutiques are doing, right? I mean, I maybe across the country is a different story, but like New York, there's always something going on in New York, right? I haven't been to New York since all this. I don't know what the state of affairs is there. If it's still buzzing with people or not, or people going in and out of shops. Would be really interested to know. Thou shalt not zin. All right. That's been,
They're
Rashawn.
so cool, man.
They are, man.
Yeah.
And it's a
They
good
totally
price, like for like a little under $1,900. Like
Yeah.
with a movement and like a nice bracelet, beads of
Yeah.
rice, or I don't know how good the rubber are, but yeah, it's I struggle with that one only because I don't know which color I would get.
Yeah. Actually, shout out to Doxa because I like looking at their vintage offerings, but they look exactly the same as the modern one. So
They've
there's no
done
reason to waste your money.
really good reissues. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really
they're awesome.
really accurate. I mean, not exactly. They've upgraded them in some ways, but they've kept really true to it. Yeah, very cool.
Bruce approves. It's a ghost town. Yeah, New York. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like, I guess like anything different than what it usually is would make it seem like a ghost town, right? I mean, it's just so bananas every time you go to Manhattan. Between all the tourists, right? Especially if you're going to those areas, and just like the sheer population density. But if it's a freaking ghost town, that's pretty scary. Timeless Watch channel killed it today. Amazing. I did not get to see what Joe's referring to, but I will check it out. Very slow foot traffic.
I just realized what kicked all this off for me.
What's that?
It was when I was texting with the AD and they were telling me, like, this was a week and a half or so ago, and they were telling me like, oh, we just got word we're not getting like even half as much Rolex stock this year as we were last year.
Yeah.
And it's going to be it's going to be really, really tough to get stuff this year.
Yeah.
I can't promise anything. Like, it was looking pretty good for me getting something.
Right.
And now it's not looking as good. And I think that
got you thinking other things.
Got me thinking of other things. Wrist Ross. I was looking at in aerospace, a couple of them today, actually. I sent a picture to these guys of one. I really do like those. They're cool.
Yeah.
Especially the yachting one with the cool colors, but those are a little pricey.
Great prices, and I love every color selection. Yeah, I think Rashawn's referring back to Docs again. Yeah, absolutely. And it's almost like, when I went on their website a few days ago, because every once in a while I get the idea of adding one to the collection. I always debate like how long would it stay, but it's different enough, right? It's different enough that it looks different than any kind of diver I have in my collection, right? So maybe it would have some longevity. But then I go in there thinking, okay, I got to do orange, right? But then like some of their other color variants are just so awesome. You know what I mean? Like the blue, the Caribbean, the silver, the black. I mean, like they're just
aquamarine school.
Yeah, they're just all really cool. I think at the end of the day, though, I would
gotta stay true.
Yeah, I would go what brought me there, right? And it would be the orange dial. Very few brands do orange like Doxa, right? And so I always, that happens to me. Like I have one thought in mind, it's usually my gut thought, and sometimes I'm wrong with that. And then I go and I see a couple other variations, and I'm like, oh, I like it. But then I got to go with what brings me there, because I think that's going to have the true staying power. So an orange dial Doxa. At one point.
I think I'm down to either orange or the Caribbean, which is the blue.
Caribbean's awesome too.
I think those two are the two that stand out to me. And I also think they're probably the most easy to offload if you were to decide to sell.
What, the Caribbean or the orange?
Well,
I think they both would be.
I think out of, like, instead of the yellow or like those would be tougher to move, I think, if you decided to sell. So
the yellow is like a real yellow. That's like a real bold yellow. You have to like yellow a lot.
It's bold. Yeah.
Daniel saying the Torno on 5th had nothing. Everything was in a safe. Only seen by appointment. Yeah, makes sense, right? Okay, Asians, vegans say missing Chinese, but locals did step up somewhat. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Maybe all the Chinese did not leave with Rolexes, and some of the
But
locals were able to pick it up.
still not a Rolex in sight.
Now, that reminds me. So you get that text from the AD a week and a half ago. Now, did you get any impression that that was North America wide, or just his AD that they weren't going to be getting?
I did ask, and
Uh-huh.
he wasn't sure, but he believes that it is everywhere. He does not believe that it's just their AD. But they won't actually find out what their allocation is until March. So,
Oh wow.
there's still a chance, but they've gotten word that like they're not getting as much. Pretty much due to just global supply shortage, I guess.
Yeah, I remember that day clearly, Colin, because that was the same day that the Zenith came out. So I was thinking,
was it?
Yeah, the same exact day. So I was like, oh yeah, I know Colin's AD really knows he wants a Daytona. Maybe he like broke the news to him that day because he knew the Zenith was getting released.
I mean, that's another thing that I could look at getting, like if the Zenith, right? Except I think I want the hype to die down a bit because I'm not sure if I can get the discount I'd want.
Tom's saying Doxa makes so many other dress casual watches that aren't the sub that pull down the brand overall for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all I know is they're like they're divers. I guess I guess I'm still a little surprised that they offer dress casual, but obviously they do. I had no idea. Had no idea. When I go on their website, I mean, I don't even see them. Maybe Doxa USA, whatever USA website doesn't advertise that. Maybe they know their market, that they're not going to get North Americans or Americans to buy Doxa dress watches. I don't know. Maybe that's something more available in Europe or other parts of the world. But I had no idea.
Yeah. I just know in terms of vintage, there's a lot of kind of, bland looking Doxas that resemble everything else from decades past. Yeah.
Wow. Bobby says the Zenith is going over on the secondary market. Wow. I guess could be expected. It blew up. It's beautiful. I like it. A lot of people like it.
Wow. Epic saying my AD called to tell me they have to refund my deposit for the OP36 Coral Red since they did not know if they were getting. Wow.
Yeah.
Which is it's a hot watch, but it's not like the hottest watch, right?
What part of the world are you in, Ep? Let us know. I just want to kind of figure out whether this is like a North American thing or just a whole general thing. Like, I wonder why. Like, why is that? Why are they pulling back from North America? I mean, is that market in China opening up again for them?
Maybe, yeah. I know Europe demand is through the roof.
Right.
Like you see them lined up. I mean, I know someone who's like a really, really big spender, and they've literally just given money to the AD and said, anything steel or even, two-tone comes in, here's my down payment for it. And they're like a really, really good customer. Like, and they're just hoping for anything. Like that's how rough it is.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Tom's saying you can go to Doxa's Asia website, for instance. Okay, so maybe in reference to I guess the dress watches or casual watches. Okay, so what's Joseph looking at? So he's not going to pull the trigger, but he's been checking out Norquin, Doxa, and Formex lately. Huge negotiation leverage on Norquin right now. Not selling.
Why is that? Why isn't that all online sales, Norquin, or no?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I know the brand. I'm not sure if they.
And why is their leverage? Are they like going out of business or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
Formex is an interesting brand. I know people get turned off by the name, but they offer some interesting models. You can get a good cost certified watch for relatively inexpensive in those terms. I mean, and it's
Oh,
still,
yeah.
it's still like a $1,200 watch, but and some interesting tech with the case back. Watch medicine. Bobby said I actually saw a yellow PNAD while walking in the mall. I was too tired to go and even go and buy it.
What?
Oh,
Bobby,
You
you
just
owe it to us. You
yeah.
gotta do
Mexico has a ton of two-tone Datejust. Nice watches, in my
they are
opinion.
nice. They're
They
beautiful.
are nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nora Quinn, don't you take that for your hair loss? Okay. All right. Yeah. Sounds. What was that? What's that? All right. Never mind.
What was that called?
Rogaine.
Rogaine. There you go.
Yeah,
That's what.
yeah. There you go.
Epa is asking you, Con.
That's amazing.
They didn't
No,
pull my deposit. Oh, okay.
yeah. So those are two like really, really hard to get watches.
Hmm.
So it's good that they didn't pull the deposits for that.
Yeah, that is interesting. Why not?
It's
Well, they
probably
maybe
yeah.
want to
Go
keep
ahead.
stringing them along, kind of like, or I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, Kevin, I
Two
see.
watches I would really like to have.
Yeah, Windows Phone, new Rolex, old types, and Windows at 47 Fifth Avenue, Julie Jessica, New York. Yeah, I used to walk down that street. I would get off whatever, I forget what train it was, the N, I don't know whatever it was, and I would walk because I would have to walk down to Third Ave for where I worked, and it was interesting walking down that street, man. I was in the phase where I wasn't really paying attention to watches at the time. And there was some crazy stuff on that one block. You can get anything you want back then, and this was like maybe 2014, 2015. But very, very interesting stuff. Used to do a little window shopping, but I waited. I never pulled the trigger on anything because I don't know, my head wasn't in it. Well, when watch dealers are stocking up on new OPs and not even selling them, there seems to be a suspicion that the new colorful dials will be short product run. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of a bummer, if that's
That'd
true.
be amazing. That would be crazy if they ran that for only a short amount of time.
Yeah. They're saying people wanting what they can't have. I saw a post on Facebook today about a guy selling an Explorer 2 and told they were hard to get, called again and offered a week later. Yeah, I saw that post too.
Me too.
And, I saw
and
that
he's
post.
like, "Oh no, I don't want it because it
Yeah.
was it was too easy." And it's like, no, like,
no, you buy it, man.
I'll buy it.
I'll buy it. Yeah. Nobody buying them. You can get 30-40% Norcoin without negotiation. Okay.
I know Paul really likes his. He has that gray dial one. He seems to like it.
Yeah, was it the 6 train? Was it? I feel like I would take the 4 or the 5 and maybe get on an F. I don't know, or take the path, and because I lived in Jersey, so I forget where I take the path to 33rd and then jump on. It was like 5 or 6 years ago, so I just don't remember. But I saw some interesting people. I saw Scarlett Johansson walking down the street. And speaking of Scarlett Johansson, this will segue me into. I think this is a good time.
Smooth.
So, I don't know if you guys saw it this week, guys on the chat, but Zenith, North America Zenith, came out with introduced their new ambassador, and it was Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers from the Green Bay Packers, right? Pretty good timing, right? I mean, they just came out with the Zenith El Primero, and they named Aaron Rodgers as their ambassadors, and so it begs the question, like with watches, how important is an ambassador? Now, I get it, James Bond. What that character did for Rolex and for Omega. Did something for them, right? I mean, I know I've heard people telling stories like, I got this Seamaster because it was a James Bond Seamaster, does naming a brand ambassador like like having Charlize Theron and Brad Pitt be your ambassador for Breitling, or Tiger Woods once being one for Tudor and Rolex and Tag.
Mhm.
Is that an influence? Does that influence anybody here buying any watch? Joe, what do you think? Is it the same as LeBron drinking Gatorade? You know?
It's I think when you sign up people like well, I don't know actually across the pond if David Beckham made a big difference for Tudor, but on our side, when they got Lady Gaga, it makes absolutely no difference because
Mhm.
you know that they're getting a cut of something. But I think when someone like what's his face, Ryan Gosling,
Yeah.
when he shows up with another, vintage something or other on his wrist, and he kind of knows what he's doing
Mm.
in the hobby. I pay attention to that. Someone who's a real hobbyist instead of brand ambassador. So yeah, no, don't really care about ambassadors.
Gotcha. Colin, not for you either.
Yeah, I think you know me well enough. I really don't care about celebrities too much, but I actually agree with Joey. Kind of stole my thunder a bit. I think I'm more influenced by people where I respect their opinions. So, like, if I watch, talking watches or something, and someone speaks really highly of a watch, and they tell a bit of a story about it, I'm like, oh, I never really considered that one.
Mhm.
So like those I feel like they have more influence on me. Or if someone is, yeah, just wearing it because they really like it. So yeah, that's for me. Like, actually, I think a celebrity could put me off of a watch more than
Mhm.
put me onto
Gotcha.
one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Kevin agreeing with Joe. Nick, oh, Nick, come on. This is the kids. This is a kids show. Come on, Joe. I mean, Nick. Chaz from the Berg. I'm with Joe. Uh, and Kevin saying having a
Mm.
well-known ambassador helps to promote the brands, especially in countries like China. People
Mhm.
there have money, but they're not familiar with a lot of watches. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, these brands, they still do it, right? And then maybe it's not as influential as here in the States. I mean, look, I mean, I bought Nikes because of Michael Jordan. Now I couldn't afford Air Jordans at the time, but I still could buy Nikes. And so that kind of stuff influenced me, especially when I was younger. The older I get, the
Mhm.
less that matters to me. I mean, I don't know if it's just experience, with life experience that tells me, like, I could just make my own decisions. Different when you're younger, of course. And I guess
Yeah.
different, like, Kelvin was saying, like, in China, maybe some people don't know these brands, and then they see an ambassador,
Yeah.
they see a David Beckham, and they
Mhm.
go run out and get that Tudor Royale now, you know?
So do you think it's more powerful where they actually publicly kind of sign somebody to a thing like a David Beckham? Or is it more powerful when you see something like, oh, Conor McGregor's wearing a Jacob and Co.,
Mm,
where he
Mm.
probably didn't pay for it, but you don't
yeah.
know. And, it's just like it kind of looks like they're wearing something. Um, and they chose it, even if maybe they didn't, you know?
Yeah, I guess it's just it's an either or strat. I don't know if it's more powerful or not. I mean, I think it just depends on the person. So like David Beckham, I think either strategy would work, right? He is
Yeah.
such a
Yeah.
elite. Well, maybe David Beckham 10 years ago, right?
Mhm.
That strategy, either strategy would work because he was one of the most popular athletes. I think
Yeah.
maybe a contemporary right now would be like Cristiano Ronaldo, right? And we
Mhm.
know like the crazy watches that he wears. But I mean, if he was a
Mhm.
brand ambassador, that I think would probably influence a lot of people all around the world who are huge fans of his and of soccer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just don't know how
Yeah.
much that flies over here in the States, but maybe it's because we're not talking about the right sport that influences people here in the States, right? Maybe it's more football. But then, am I running out and getting an IWC because Tom Brady is a brand ambassador to IWC? No, I'm not going to buy an IWC because of Tom Brady at all.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's a good point because Tag, you talking about New York City. I remember when Tag plastered the subways with like Maria Sharapova and Tom Brady, right? It was Brady who was with Tag for a
He was
while.
with Tag at one point, right? I think.
Yeah, I remember a lot of those advertisements all over the place. They were
Mm.
aggressive.
Now
Uh,
Tiger looked like a guy like Tiger Woods, right? He there was a renaissance in golf when he became popular and was winning a lot of tournaments, right?
Yeah.
Golf, I mean, at least in my opinion, was an old man sport, right? And I had no interest being a city kid. I mean, there was no golf courses near me, right? I didn't have a county course that I could only pay $5 to play, and all the other counties. My county never had a course, so I had to go and pay $100 green fees, right? So I wasn't going to get into golf. But when he came on the scene, I started getting interested. I actually started watching golf. And I hate playing golf. I hate it,
mhm,
man. I bought clubs. It was the worst experience I've ever had. It's just not my thing. But I would still watch. I would watch if Tiger's in a tournament today. I would watch it, right?
mhm.
Um, Now, did he have that same effect with people? With watch people when he was promoting Tag or Tutor or whatever. I don't know. Maybe somebody who was into sports and into watches at that time can chime in and let us know if he had any
Mm,
influence or they felt like he had any influence. But yeah,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know if it matters to me. You know.
yeah.
So
Um,
I got a little game for you guys to play on the
All
chat
right.
and at home. I'm going to throw up some people, some images of some influencers, some famous people, and we're going to guess. Well, we're not going to guess. I mean, I don't know if these guys have watch deals, but based on the person, based on their popularity, on the
ugh.
segment of the population that are interested in, we're gonna assign a brand to them. Okay, so for example, okay, we know like so we know like Brad Pitt is Brad Pitt. Oh well, he's an ambassador. Let's say Breitling. He's
Brightly.
Breitling,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do. So let me and you guys in the chat play along, please.
Do we have to give reasons? Or?
Yeah, of course, man.
Oh,
I mean,
all right.
all right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we did mention LeBron earlier. LeBron James. I
Uh,
have no idea if he has a watch deal with anybody, but he has a lot of influence.
Hublot? Does he have a Hublot deal? I don't know. Anyway.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, I could see Hublot with this guy.
Mm.
Sure,
yeah,
why not? So
yeah.
Turkey Vulture is saying AP. I don't know if that's his suggestion or not. Um, Roy the Tiger
I,
says no. I mean, I guess no with Hublot.
Who
What do
no
you
who
guys think?
Hublot's a good choice for someone like LeBron. They would make a yellow sapphire crystal case watch for him with like purple hands or something. They could do that. So Hublot's a good choice.
Oh, Bobby with a hot take. Okay. LeBron reversal because he's passive aggressive. All right. Okay, Bobby. Remember, it's a family show.
I
Colin, what do
mean,
you say you?
I think the obvious thing is he's a sports person who caters to, sports people. It's Richard Mille. I think
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's a pretty obvious one.
Okay. Yeah. And Colin, you are correct. I'm doing a little McLaughlin from the manga. When he agreed with somebody, he would say, "You are correct." Okay. Anyway. Okay.
I'm
Uh,
correct. And Richard Mille?
yeah,
Richard Mille?
I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
He's a Richard Mille guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Actress Scarlett
Mm.
Johansson. We did
Ooh.
mention her earlier, and it was my segue. Not too many females on this list because, well, I don't know. Females want female male. Mrs. Legs just called me sexist. Women's
I kind
watches
of
are not
heard
as
that. Yeah.
popular as male watches, men's watches, right? So, but I
Yeah.
wanted to throw in a couple in here because I think they can sell anything. So,
Yeah.
Joe, what do you think? Scarlett Johansson,
Well,
ScarJo.
sorry, the minute you throw up that picture, my mind flashes back to she actually did a photo shoot with a Louis Vuitton watch on her wrist, and you Google that, you see that picture, And don't do it when you're at work because you will concentrate. You will not be able to concentrate on anything else for the rest of the day. It is so I always think of her in the Louis Vuitton watch.
Colin, what say you?
Yeah, maybe Vacheron.
Oh,
I think she's a classy lady. Vacheron's a pretty classy brand, so I'll go with that.
Okay. Turkey Vulture, you are right. She is Cartier. That's what Bobby Legs
You are right.
You are correct. Good job. Good job. You get a shout out tonight. Okay, so next on the list, George Clooney, this handsome devil.
Well, he is an ambassador for somebody, right?
Is he?
Yeah, Omega.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But should he be?
I thought it was just Nespresso.
But should he be? Is there a better one? I'm going to say that he should be an ambassador for Breguet because he is old and handsome, just like a Breguet.
Joe, what do you think?
That's a really good one. I would have chosen something old and austere too, like Vacheron.
All right.
Ooh,
so my
saying Moser. That's a good one.
Yeah. So my bad, guys.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I should have checked these guys. I should have
that's
vetted
okay.
these guys a little
That's
bit.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on. Jay-Z. Oh, yeah, he's a very
he's an
wealthy
AP
man.
guy, I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's big into AP and Patek. He's got a really good watch collection from what I remember. Like he wears some serious stuff.
Rapper, producer,
yeah,
maybe a billionaire. I don't know. There's some numbers that show that he is. Yeah,
he is.
Yeah.
I'm sure he is. Yeah, I think he's AP or Patek. I know he has some like one of a kind Pateks. I know. So like,
Tom St. Squale for all. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joe, what say you?
I'm going with Patek, by the way.
You're going Patek, Colin?
That's my final answer, yeah.
Joe, what do you think?
I don't know. I know he's a nice guy, but I can't. I can't stand it when he and his wife rented out a whole floor in a hospital, blocked it off to other patients just to have their child. So I would strap an old Frank Mueller back on his wrist just to get back at him.
Oh. All right.
Did they do that? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why didn't they just bring the doctors to their house or something?
I know, right? Right.
Yeah.
Why spoil it for the rest of the rest of the neighborhood?
All right. Well, I'm going to give you guys a tie there on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, for you Canadians, Justin Trudeau, Colin, I would love to hear what you think here.
I might need some time.
Okay, so Joe.
Yeah. Who is that guy? Does he own Tim Hortons or something?
No, he's actually the Prime Minister of Canada.
He's a man, good looking guy like that. Does he like what about movement?
all marketing and no substance is that what you're trying to say? I actually don't mind Trudeau as much as other people. But I also don't really pay attention to Canadian politics so much. So I'm sure if I dug in, I might not like him as much. Let's see.
This is a great one.
I don't know, man. Jeez.
Well, we don't want to put you in a spot and get trouble by the government over there, Colin.
Yeah, we actually aren't allowed to talk poorly about our government.
Yeah,
it's really horrible over here.
Kevin, I think
that's a joke. That's a total joke, guys. Like, yeah.
Kevin, I think I'm gonna give this to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you off the hook there, Colin. You don't have to worry about that one.
I'm like drawing a blank. Honestly, I don't even know what to give him.
It's all right. We'll refocus because I need you for the next one. All right.
All right,
Ready?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone knows her as Queen
Oh.
Cersei from that show that's escaping my mind. Right?
From Game of Thrones. It's a good thing you said that because I didn't even recognize her. So
Yeah.
What's her name? Leanne Headley or something like that.
I have no clue.
Something like that. Anyway, classically beautiful, but everybody hates her. What is a
Do they?
classically beautiful? Well, it's Queen Cersei. Everybody hated Queen Cersei, right?
I kind of liked her.
Thank you. All right. Well,
I'm kidding. I actually haven't watched all of Game of Thrones.
Baby G.
Oh wow.
Baby G. I might not be able to get a good answer because I only watched like 3 seasons.
What do you think, Joe?
You know what? Bulgari makes this beautiful like serpentine ladies watch that wraps around the wrists.
Oh.
Couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. She brings that to mind.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Kevin.
There.
Yeah. Kevin's with me.
Kevin's there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Colin?
Jeez. Jeez, I'm so bad at this because I don't even know these people.
Next time I'll prep you before the before we start this game.
I think I agree with Joe. I'm gonna just agree with Joe. I can't come up with something better than that.
Okay. So you
and just so people don't think she's all bad, she also played. I think she also played Sarah Connor in like the short-lived like Terminator TV series.
No, she's great. She's been in 300. She's been in a couple of movies.
Yeah.
So no, she's awesome.
Something with a bird on it. Who makes the ones with the beautiful bird paintings? I forget. I'd have to go to like the GPHG.
Yeah. Jacques draws. How am I saying that name?
Jacques
Draw. Jacques Draw. I brutalized that. They do some bird painting, bird ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move forward. Now everybody loves Raymond, right?
Yeah.
But what brand would love Ray Romano?
Oh, jeez.
Jeez Louise.
Any thoughts, guys?
What the hell?
Raymond Whale. Because everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Horrible watch, but yeah, there you go. Raymond Whale.
Raymond
Whale always on sale.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of Timex here. I don't know what that means. SpongeBob watch, Neil. That's ready to go in. Casio Duro.
I like that SpongeBob watch.
What do you?
Why are people so down on Ray Romano?
So special.
He's a funny guy.
Come
on.
Raymond.
I didn't know that. Is this something I didn't know about? Like Ray Romano is like an enemy of the people?
I was just trying to think of. I was just trying to think of like a comedian, you know what I mean, to put up there that everybody would recognize, you know. So. Any thoughts, Joe? Anything? You got anything?
No. I'm with Colin. Raymond Wow.
Okay. Well, Raymond Wow for the win, guys.
Yeah.
All right. What? She made it in 2 streams in a row?
Oh man.
German Prime Minister Angela Merkel.
Oh.
Can't believe it. 2 streams in a row she made Bobby Leg streams. Amazing streak. What do you guys?
Clearly, it's not just German watches that Bobby Legs likes.
He's a strong European leader.
European leader.
You know, Kevin taking the easy road here.
Zen.
Zen, you 50 versus Ross. Zen or Young Hands.
You know, oh God. Oh man.
It could be a lockout. Nomos.
I tell you
I was thinking maybe like
is run by a strong German lady, so I think the two of them will get together and work out a deal.
Who's this?
Good one.
Joe?
Moritz Grossman.
Where is Go?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a deep cut.
That is.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were going to go there, but
Yeah.
IWC big pilot. She looks to have some Baja style. All right. Come on, guys. Enough with the games. Carrot Top. Okay.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think Colin will agree with me. It has to be the new orange Hublot that came out last week. That's the one.
Yeah, I think Hublot is a good one because I think if you were to like pay to go to his show, you would feel like you got robbed, much like when you buy a Hublot.
Daniel with the Invicta.
Invicta's a good one. That's a good one.
Invicta. Mix. Orange Monster. Nixon. Oh, a lot of like affordable micro brands we're getting here.
Like it.
Okay. Invicta 100%.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Apple Watch.
Invicta's the right answer, I think.
Yeah. Invicta. I think Invicta is the right answer as well. Oh, all right, Clive. Come on, Clive. Let's clean it up here. Swatch. Right on the emergency. Fake. Yes, I think that's the winner.
Fake.
I think that's the winner. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh man.
All right. Okay. Seriously, guys. That's enough. All right. Last one. Serious. All right. Kim Kardashian. What do you guys think?
There we go.
U-boat.
Oh man. This is clever. That's good. That's a good one, Clive. There you go.
Clive wins.
I don't know if that's a type of watch, Joe. Come on, man. Come on. Rolex with the in-house silicone hairspring.
Oh man.
AP. Anything with a mirror dial so she could stare at herself. Okay. Daniel with cutting deep there. LOL. Yeah. Yep. So I think this is a tough one, man. I mean, like, this is a good one here, Clive. I got to tell you. But then Chris comes in with the free watch from Watch Gang. That's pretty. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who do you think won that one?
It's a. I love them both. It's a tie.
Okay. Well, thank you, Colin and Joe, for playing along. Putting you on the spot. I apologize. But I kind of like putting you guys on the spot a little bit.
That's fun.
To get a nice reaction and a great reaction from the chat. Thank you for participating, everyone, on that one.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, and I'll try to do this every once in a while. I'll give you guys a little game. Hopefully, get a good laugh on a Friday night. Deep sea, we're not going to find out. Okay.
Is Justin Trudeau like a swatch, maybe? Like a flick flack Trudeau? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, I kind of was hoping to have Marcus on too, because I know how
he has stronger opinions.
Yes. So I had that in mind with him in mind when I put that in there. But I'm sure he'll let us know after he sees the stream. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, no, thanks for participating. Thank you, guys.
So what brand would you guys be the ambassador for?
Colin trying to.
Turning the tables.
Oh. Which brand would you shill?
I mean, my answer would be Zen. I'd do anything. But I don't know if they'd want me, but of course not, because I'm nobody. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd chill for Zen. What about you, Colin?
Well, I mean, the obvious is Rolex, but I feel like that's too easy.
Yeah.
Maybe Longa. I'd like to. Longa's probably the other one I wouldn't mind shilling for.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
we got Joe here. Okay.
Oh,
right.
Yep.
Hey,
Justin's got
good
me pegged. Yeah.
Good answers. Yeah.
Thomas will show for Breguet.
Joe already is a shill for Kudoka.
I am. I'm a very bad one.
He knows him personally.
Yeah.
Boogie, Omega. Daniel, Grand Seiko for him. Bobby thinks Hoppering for Joe. Okay.
Yeah.
Chris Roach selects your work.
Ooh, cool.
Kevin.
What a jerk.
Oh man. Let's see here. Let's see. Everybody's chiming in here. Chris's will show for Zin as well as Bobby. Yep. Joe for
Yes. Always.
Nilo for Guino. Very good pick. Yeah, like that one. Con should be Sprunking for Devon, right?
Spruiking. I like
Spruiking. Is that how you say it? Okay.
Spruiking's a good word. Yeah.
Roar for the Tiger, Patek. Nomus for Marcus, right?
Yeah, right.
And Kevin is loving it. Well, guys, we're coming up to an hour. It's Friday night. I'm going to let you guys off a little early. I enjoyed tonight, as I always do, and that game was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for playing along. Joe,
Thank you, Bobby.
Got anything you want to promote?
Let me promote. I was watching a couple of Penny's videos today.
Yeah.
So I forget her channel name, but sorry, I'm useless because I forget her channel name. But yeah, look up Penny's videos and her Instagram. It's good stuff.
All in her movements, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. She's got a great story about the Rolex and about the selling the Speedmaster. I want to get her on because I wanted to tell it to you guys because it's an interesting turn of events, especially if you've seen her State of Collection and her coming on, and how she doesn't really sell, and that kind of changed, and I wonder how much responsibility we had in regards to that. Colin, anything you like to promote?
Just my Instagram at @windingwatches_watches, and just watch some Watchbox videos, guys. They're struggling. You got to help them out a bit.
Yeah. They're having a hard time. Sure. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week with another stream. Take care.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Yep.